Hey, it's Boxy. I'm here for you with a Wi-Fi battle against my friend Sharks with Shells. And today I am having my very first Wi-Fi battle putting on YouTube, I guess. And I don't know. I just guess tell me how you feel about these things because I've not never really done these, and I really want to present you guys with entertainment y'all like. I feel like maybe this will get more views for my Nuzlocke videos because I really do enjoy those. But I don't upload them because I feel like not many people do enjoy them because no one really comments. I have like almost 100 views on one of them, but like not very many comments or likes at all. And I'm just like, well, that's kind of makes me not want to do them. So as you can see, I U-turned on the obvious Zoroark because no one leads with Garchomp anymore. I mean, gosh, what is this? Early Diamond and Pearl? No, it's not. So no one's gonna use Garchomp. And I sent out my Rupushin, and it's not gonna do much. And I thought right here he would switch. So I used sorry, I'm just looking at this thing I got today. It's like a medal. 'Cause I won my Winter Guard Championship division or whatever. If any of y'all are in marching band or whatever, y'all know what a color guard is. And it's a winter guard. It's just like in the color guard in the winter. So I got a little distracted. I'm very ADD. Which is kind of like ADHD, except not really. But I'm already hyper anyway, so I'm whatever. It doesn't even matter. So Fury's gonna send in this thing, and I don't switch because switching is for bitches. Nah, I didn't really feel like doing it because I wasn't really sure how it would work or whatever. But I guess it worked out just fine in the end. Not really for me. All's well that ends well, I guess. But so I told you it ends well. But it didn't really end well. Well, because Rufushin got taken down by close combat, and I was like, oh, that's nice. And now he's gonna close combat Ranunculus too. And I was like, what I was gonna do is I was gonna Trip Room and then Psychic himself or Focus Blast to see if something resisted the Psychic, because that'd still be a super effective hit. And it gets a critical hit on me, but it used close combat, and that was really confusing. So I was like, what? Is this guy a bad battler? He doesn't seem like one, but why would you use close combat? So then I figured out, oh, I bet he's choiced. But I wasn't sure at that point. So I used Mach Punch. I should have brought Breloom in earlier, and I considered it. But the reason I didn't was just because I wasn't, rock types generally have good defense, or at least I that's always the assumption I've lived under, and I've been playing since Yellow, so whatever. I mean, I know that's not the original, but I was like still really young. I couldn't even like read when I started playing. So whatever. And so sending Quagsire to take the obvious because I wasn't sure how good Hydreigon's defenses were either. So I'm just like playing it safe. And Quagsire's pretty cool Pokemon actually. Like it only did that much damage with Fire Blast, and Hydreigon's like a really pretty ballin' special attacker. And with a critical hit, it only did like 90 damage or 110 damage after leftovers. So Quagsire is just here, and I'm a stockpile trying to wall everything. But then he sends in a Ferrothorn, and I was really afraid of the Power Wit because super effective times 4 base like 120 or whatever. Yeah, that's gonna hurt even if it's from a wall because Ferrothorn has respectable attack, and some people even at best attack EVs. So I'm gonna send in Death Cap again because even though switching's for bitches, I can do whatever I want. No, switching's cool. Switching is smart. So I switched personally to resist. And see, after leftovers, I only took about like 80 damage, so obviously I made a good switch. And I'm gonna spore this here because I'm not sure what was gonna come in. I thought personally that he would switch. I don't know why he wouldn't. Maybe he wanted to like Leech Seed, but that wouldn't even make sense because Leech Seed doesn't work on grass types. But there's some people that don't know that, so I guess maybe I didn't know. So right here I'm going for the Sword Stance, and he just like stayed in, trying to burn off turns of sleep, I guess. And because you can't really do much with a sleeping Ferrothorn, I guess. I don't really know. So what he's doing is now he's gonna switch, and honestly I should have seen this switch coming after I did the Sword Stance. But I didn't. I should have bullet seeded and taken this out in one hit. But like I said, I really honestly had no idea what he was going to do because he had stayed in on the first turn, and I would have just switched out because I would have thought I was going to focus punch, even though I saw Mach Punch, so maybe I wouldn't have thought I was going to focus punch. So here he's going to send in this little thing again, Ferrothorn, and it's going to take him out in one hit because of Swords Dance and Super Effective and Technician and Stab. And I guess why he did that was he wanted to get in the Iron Barbs and Rugged Helmet damage. But see, as you're about to see in a little bit, I would not have made that decision, and I think that was a mistake on his part. I mean, it wasn't a misclick, but it was just a bad play. Because I know it wasn't a misclick, because later I asked him why he did that. And so here, see, this is why I wouldn't have sacrificed Ferrothorn, because here I'm going to be able to put Altaria asleep, and it resists both my moves, and it Toxics me, but it's really not going to be able to do anything, because, you know, like, it can't do anything because it's going to be asleep. I mean, let sleeping dogs lie, right? Except I'm going to try to, like, stab it while it's lying down. Because, you know, like, when you stab someone and they can't see you, you're gonna hurt them. Yeah, that's how we do it in the ghetto. Just kidding. I really don't live in the ghetto. Please, I hope no one got offended by that. That'd be such a stupid thing to be offended by. So, here, my narration is like, never mind, just kidding, just kidding. Oh gosh, I thought my narration had like frozen up or something. Okay, okay. Here you're gonna see I bullet seeded, I think, already. And it did very little damage because it only hit Row, because Technician is the only time Bullet Seed does more than Seed Bomb would, even with Technician, is when it hits 3 or more times. And here it's going to hit 3, but it would be nice if it hit, like, more times than that, you know? I guess I've just had really bad luck with Bullet Seed this turn, not this turn, but, like, this battle. So, what's happening here is that, he's gonna, what's happening is that, oh, okay, so, what's happening is, I'm bullet seeding just to try to take him out before he can wake up, but that's really not gonna work for me because he's already been asleep. I think it was the max amount of turns. It was either 4 or 5 turns, but I think it was. He was asleep 5, and he kind of made him rage. But I was just like, well, maybe if you wouldn't have played Ferrothorn out so early, then you wouldn't have had to deal with it, but at the same time, I'm just like, well, he roosted off the damage, and he basically toxic stalled all death cap out anyway, so it didn't even, and it actually did, because here I'm gonna, since he roosted, he's only two times resisting it, and I got a critical hit, so it's doing a lot of damage. And even with the leftovers, I'm going to be able to Mach Punch him out. So, all's well that ends well, I guess, but not really, because it's not really fair to him that I got a critical hit, and I wouldn't have been able to take it out if it wasn't for that critical hit. But, I mean, it's just a game, so it's nothing to get worked up over. I mean, I know we're all guilty of getting worked up over thing in Pokemon before, but, I mean, Braylon went down, so it only ended up taking out, like, 2 Pokemon, I think, and it took down Garchomp, so that's enough. I mean, that's, like, 2.5 per team. I mean, almost took out Garchomp, and Mioletta's going to come back in, and Mioletta's going to be able to take it out no matter what I hit it with, but I'm going to go for Hidden Power Ice, because just, I know it can hit Hydreigon and Garchomp. I'm really not sure. He's got 3 Dragon types, and Steel Dragon used to be a really good core to have, but, I feel like it's back in Platinum after Salamence got banned, the Steel Dragon core changed to a Fire Grass, water core that most teams based themselves around then, and it was always a very good core. It was always around, it was always balanced, but I mean, then we didn't really have as good of dragons, and now Salamence is back and Garchomp's back and all that good stuff, but, I mean, just like, dude, really? 3 dragons? And so I figured out this is Scarf Sazendora, it doesn't really matter. And this is his last Pokemon. This is not my last Pokemon, and I resist Dark Pulse with Magnezone, so I'm just gonna be able to take him out. I'm gonna Thunder Wave here, just because I don't want the possibility of getting flinched multiple turns, like flinch crits and all that good fun stuff. And I'm gonna start like to try and just start taking him out and wheedling down his health. So what did you guys think about this? This is not my best narration quality of what I think I can do. Because I've had to narrate this like 5 million times because like the narration will freeze up or something and it's really not cool. But I really wanted to like I want to start like bringing more attention to my YouTube channel, and I feel like doing narrations would be the way to do it because I feel like my Nuzlocke runs are very high quality material. In narration, I feel like it's very fun to watch. Even I like watching it, and it's what I said, and so I'm like, I think it's fun. I'm like, I don't know. Maybe that's stupid. Y'all don't know me really, I guess. And see, I wanted to get more attention to my things, so I decided I was gonna start recording Wi-Fi battles. And if y'all don't like them, well, I guess that's okay. I think it's something I'm still gonna do because I'm having fun with this. So just, I mean, I guess, tell me what you think. Leave a comment. I think I'm gonna do like a question of the day thing if I start daily uploading. It would be just, what do you guys think of these? Should I post more? Let me know. If any of you can make an intro for me, that would be amazing.